Welcome back, everybody, to the XBA. We have the EuroLeague here for you guys tonight, the 2019-2020 EuroLeague. You can see the format via Wikipedia. 18 teams, they do play a regular season. 8 teams make the playoffs, and then there's a Final Four. So whoever advances from the 18 playoff goes to the Final Four. There is a look at your bracket of the 8 teams that qualified to get in, 1 being Barcelona, 8 being MTS, and that's what I'm going to call them because I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that. Alba Berlin, number 4 v5 against Milano. CSKA, number 2 against Maccabi Tel Aviv, number 7, and Panathinaikos, number 3 against Valencia Basketball Club. So that's your field. The only game that we're not showing here tonight, guys, is 2v7, and that's mostly because I don't have a roster or I don't have any sort of jersey design for Tel Aviv. So that's the reason why we are not showing that matchup here tonight. So I apologize to Josh Paramore, whose player is actually for Moscow, the point guard Artem Kozlov. But they did advance. I've just automatically said, yes, you're going to go ahead and advance into the bracket, and they will end up playing whoever wins that Panathinaikos matchup. But guys, first game on tap here, we've got MTS CZV. Let's just call him CZV against Barcelona. 1v8 matchup. And we have Jedrzej Sobczak, who's probably rated as the consensus number 2 overall draft pick in this XBA draft class. His dad, the head coach for Barcelona, Adesik Sobczak. And I probably butchered that. I'm probably going to be butchering some Euro team names and player names, so just bear with me. I know it's a little bit brutal sometimes to deal with, but regardless, we can see why Sobczak is so good, right? Not only is he coached by his dad, but he's just really good because he's just a really good player, right? It's not because of his dad's influence. We see him just rebounding, being a rebound machine. He's a small forward, can play power forward as well, can give screens out. I mean, look at this, how this play design just happened. Like, how does this happen? How does Sobczak go up against a guy that small and then make him look even smaller? Off the fadeaway shot, it's going to go. It's currently 15-7 as this 2-ball is going to land and go good. All right, so here is a 3-point shot up, and Sobczak times it perfectly with the second chance effort there. And again, I mean, his timing is impeccable. It's 21-7 after that alley-oop, and it's got people looking around like, what are we watching? We're witnessing greatness right here, guys. So here's a 2-shot, good, as the clock will expire, and you got to be happy if you're Barcelona, and Sobczak is pumping his fist because he's happy. He knows that this 1v8 matchup is going in favor of Barcelona. Here's another slam dunk for Sobczak. He has got already double digits in points right now, and then going up against 2 guys. Look at how big he is compared to Octav Andre, another custom prospect. By the way, we have not seen a whole lot of him until right here and right now. So he does get a 2-ball to go. Good moves to the basket. He looks to be kind of a second round type of draft pick. But Sobczak, that number 1 style draft pick, man, I mean, he's looking real good right now. Here's a couple shots from Andre that we just did not get gameplay footage of. I found the replay, so I ended up going back in here and getting this. But yeah, I mean, he can shoot the 3 if he gets time. He likes to shoot the 3 in the corners. But other than that, I mean, Andre has not done a whole lot in this game. We know that Sobczak has been the player of the game the whole way through. He's posting people up, slam dunking everywhere, shooting some 3-balls. I want to see him shoot some 3-balls there. I mean, hitting fadeaway shots down near the baseline. I mean, this game was over as soon as it tipped off. It was an 80-62 final, guys, and Jedrzej Sobczak is going to move on with his daddy-o and Barcelona to the Final Four. You guys can see the point total there. 23 points for Mr. Sobczak, 10 of 13, 0 for 1 from 3-ball land. Want to see him take a little bit more threes because I know he can hit them. But Octav Andre, the shooting guard, 20 minutes, 8 points, 87 overall. I wanted to see him do a little bit more. I think he might have just been a little overmatched. That is really why he's being looked at as a second-round draft pick. And listen to this. We got the United States anthem. We got the U.S. anthem here going.
I mean, does somebody want to tell her? Does somebody want, I mean, she looks pretty confident that she knows where she's at. Does anybody want to tell her? I'll tell her. I don't have a problem telling her. All right, let's get into this matchup here. We've got two customs in this one. I'm not even going to pronounce that name. Just not going to happen. I'm just going to call him Magnus. Every time I see that name, I'm just going to call him Magnus. That's what's going to happen, guys. It's just what's going to happen. We got Valencia Basketball Club here in orange and Panathinaikos in green. White and green. I wish they had mascots. I wish they had team names. That would be really helpful for a noob, a EuroLeague noob like myself. You want to know who the two custom guys are? Well, it's not this guy. It's not Magnus. It's Floka. Floka or Flaka. I'm just gonna basically, when he gets to the XBA, I'm just gonna start calling him Waka Flocka. I think that's fitting. I really do. He's gonna hit the three ball here in the corner. Also had that fadeaway jump shot a little bit earlier in this highlight reel. Another player, Alejandro Sanchez Jr. He was at the top of the circle there. He is the point guard with that amazing looking beard, and he's mostly just a really good passer. He can hit the mid-range shots, he can hit threes, but in this game, he mostly was being utilized as kind of a distributing point guard. You guys can see him. I mean, he's just finding matchups that work out. But unfortunately here, Bastruk going to get blocked. And in a 25-20 game, here is a three-ball shot going to go for Panathinaikos. 25-23. And uh-oh, can't do that. Sanchez Jr. wide open in the corner. Going to hit the two. 32-27. So, hey, Panathinaikos, the number 3 seed, is getting, dare I say it, upset currently? I know it's a 5-point game, but guys, huge block. And it's going to go the other way. It's going to turn into 2 points for Panathinaikos. Here's a three-ball shot from Hornacek. He's going to miss, and Floka going to find a nice passing lane here, and oh, God, that's perfect read by the big man. It's perfect read. So the comeback is on a little bit. This is why they're the number 3 seed. They are a good basketball club. But here's Alejandro Sanchez Jr. just missing a wide open 3-ball shot. I would have liked him to not try to extend that lead. I would have liked him to go in and try to drive and get the 2. But Floka gonna make this long range 2 shot. Gonna go, and he's got the badge going on. He's got the fire. He's just a really good player, man. He's just a really good player. Good size, really good finesse play, good strength play. I mean, look at what he does here against this guy. I mean, how do you stop that? How do you stop that? If you want a comparison, I think he's a little bit better than Zach Burton out of Duke. We saw a lot of Zach Burton out of Duke in the NCAA March Madness videos when we were looking at those prospects. But there he is. I mean, he's loving life right now. He's absolutely loving it. Let's see the point totals for Floka. With 14, Sanchez only 4 assists right now, and no, that is not part of the glitch. Floka's numbers are part of the glitch. 14 assists. That's not true. But I really would like to see Sanchez get a little bit more points going on here, more point production. He's trying his best. I don't know how he jumped all the way up there. He got like a little space boot. He got like a jetpack boost or something. I don't know. It was weird. I like his free throw shooting though. I like his form. It's pretty comical. Guys, if you haven't noticed, this series, these videos are going to be a little bit more on the casual side if you haven't noticed already. So we have a 3-point game in the mid part of the 4th quarter here. This 2-ball is going to go, make it 68-66 as we skip a little bit further ahead. And uh-oh, Mullen with the steal, and he's going to go ahead and slam it home, guys. And it's going to be a 72-66 game as we jump further again, just a little bit more. Floka with the defense. Going to be good enough for the ball to rim out. And Valencia is hoping they can get a stop here, and that's not going to happen as Floka gets the 2. And this game is over. The single elimination game is over. So Panathinaikos is going to advance, and they will be playing against CSKA Moscow. So we're going to watch Floka go up against the point guard Artyom Kozlov that we did not see, as I explained in the beginning part of the video. So the 3 seed versus the 2 seed is what we're going to get in the next video. All right, so taking a look at Sanchez's totals here, you saw Floka's up on the board, but 10 points for 4 assists
I mean, it's decent, right? It's decent for Alejandro. He's looking again to be kind of more in that second round range, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with his combine. That early exit from EuroLeague might hurt him, especially in the viewers' eyes, because they haven't seen a whole lot of him, of course, but he's a pretty darn good player anyway. We'll just have to see how his combine goes in that XBA save file. All right, guys, let's get into this game. Alba Berlin against Milano. We have a 3-ball shot going to land for who else other than custom prospect Bruno Versace. Like this guy. Plus, Anton Seeger, another custom prospect, but he's getting blocked down low. And then we see on the other end, Bruno is going to basically try to carry his team here tonight against the higher rated and higher seeded Alba Berlin. He gets that slam dunk. Anton Seeger is a beast himself. Power forward / center for these guys. And he draws the foul, picks up the 2 points. Here's a 3-ball shot going to land. I want to try to show some of these guys that are non-customs that don't get a lot of love. I know I'm showing a ton of highlights for these guys, the custom players, but that's who we're really interested in, right? That's why we're doing this, right? Look at Bruno Versace against Anton Seeger. He had to shoot this way over top of the big man Seeger. He gets it to go. Bruno is really impressing me. You know, I don't know who somebody who's not impressing me so far is Anton Seeger. I want to see a little bit more out of him in this game. It's currently 27-24. Seeger gets the 2 to make it 29. All right, so moving forward here, 31-26. Seeger, he's making me eat my words now as he gets a fadeaway jump shot to go. So here's Bruno driving and what? He's got some Apollo St. Patrick stuff going on, guys. How he's able to contort his body and make things happen. Like, just knowing where his hands are, where the ball's at, in order to finesse it in. He's a really good player. 12 points right now for Versace. No, not 12 assists. We'll see his actual assist numbers there at 3 with 2 rebounds. Seeger actually with 7. Here's Seeger again, though. Watch him. I mean, you can't stop that. A guy that's like this smart, he kind of reminds me of Zagorac. We saw a lot of Alejandro Zagorac in the March Madness for Louisville. He really does. He watch when he is able to dribble. He's got some good hands, some good ball handling skill. And then he just overpowers people. And plus with the hook shots that he's got, the variations that he's got in order to make baskets, I like him. I think he's, again, another, probably a high-end number 2. We'll see how he does in this tournament because it's looking like, all things considered, it's looking like Alba might advance here because they're really leaning pretty heavily on Bruno Versace. They have not had anybody else really step up in these highlights here. So here's Bruno. Just as soon as I said that, though, we get a steal as Alba Berlin is now on the fast break. But good job by Milano defense to get back and get help to stop that fast break. But what do we got here? It's third quarter, 3:51 to go here. Here's Nichols working up against another non-custom. Are they going to go down low to Seeger? They're making room. They're clearing it out for him. 2-ball shot. Gonna miss, but Seeger, of course. Anton Seeger comes through and he's just walking it off. Look at him. Pumped up. 62-65 game here. Look at Seeger again. Slam dunk. He's just taking control of the game. 19 points, 14 coming from inside the paint. And looking for Bruno here down low. Nothing happening there as that's going to be a turnover. It is 64-65 and really nice pass there. Looking for Seeger again. Alba with the lead. Here's a 2-ball shot going to not go for Milano. Seeger again. Really good pass. Layup. Good. 68-65. Make it 70-65. They're up by 5 points. Here comes Bruno and terrible pass. Terrible pass, Bruno. What were you thinking? They need you. 2-ball, though, not going to go. Here is Tarasi. This is big for Milano. Here's a 3-ball shot. Going to rim out for Bruno. And here comes Alba Berlin and Seeger. Remember we were talking about how Seeger reminds me of Zagorac? Well, he draws the double team. Teammate hits the 3. And thanks to his ball handling and his dribbling ability, like, you thought that he was just going to try to ISO it and just take it himself, right? At least I did. Drew in the double team, had enough wherewithal, enough basketball IQ to get it off and get the three. All right, guys, 79-73 game here. Milano is going to need a big-time three ball. They're going to find Taurasi. Oh, he got it. He got it. And with 15.3 seconds left to go, you do have to foul. Hopefully try to get a miss. That's not going to happen. 80-76, they're up by 4. Make it a 5-point lead here, guys. So Milano is going to pretty much need a miracle. You got to get down the court fairly quickly. So here's Versace, not going to go. But it was a good shot nonetheless. And guys, this game is going to be over. They will end up fouling, just trying to keep it close again. But not going to matter. Not going to matter. 83-76 is your final. And Bruno is going to start working hard at trying to impress those XBA scouts. Trying to work his way in to that first round conversation. 24 points for Bruno, 10 of 19, 2 of 7 from 3-land. And Seeger, 23 and 10. So he did get that double-double. So good performances all the way around by most of the EuroLeague players. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, we did not see the point guard from Moscow, Artem Kozlov, but mostly everybody was pretty impressive, I would say. Alejandro Sanchez Jr. has his own strengths and skill sets, but I think he was probably the most disappointing player, per se. I know that Jedrzej Sobchak looked every bit a part of being a number 2 overall selection. So he's definitely going to make it tough on those XBA scouts and you guys out there to really think about and think long and hard. Is he number 1? Is he number 1? Have you guys been swayed? Has your opinion been swayed from a Malik Jones or, say, Alejandro Zagarach or Apollo St. Patrick? What are you guys thinking? Let me know in the comment section below. You guys can see the updated bracket up top. We will get Moscow against Panathinaikos and Barcelona against Alba Berlin. So we have Sobchak against Seeger and Floka against Kozlov. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. Let me know what your thoughts are on EuroLeague. I know it's a fairly casual type of little mini series for the XBA, but just the way it goes. There's not a ton of custom prospects to talk about, but once we get into the scouting videos of each and every single prospect, I think that will be a little bit more in-depth for you guys to chew on, especially after the XBA finals between the Jump and the Chill. So see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, peace.